On October 31st, 2017, at 4:17 in the morning, Sarah Chen ran out of Danvers State Hospital and collapsed on the front lawn. Her camera was gone, her jacket was torn, and on her arms were bruises, hand-shaped bruises, 5 fingers, but too long, too thin, not human hands. There are things that can't be explained. Danvers State Hospital in Massachusetts is one of them. Built in 1878 as an insane asylum, closed in 1992. For over a century, the criminally insane lived and died there. Some say they never truly left. My name is Sarah Chen. I'm 31 years old. I've been a paranormal investigator for 6 years. I use equipment. I document everything. I approach investigations scientifically. I don't jump to conclusions. I look for evidence. Danvers State Hospital was on my list since I started investigating. It's famous in the paranormal community. Thousands of patients died there, many in horrible conditions: lobotomies, electric shock therapy, isolation, abuse. The building had a dark history, perfect for investigation. In October 2017, I finally got permission. The property owners were considering demolition. They allowed a small group of investigators to document the building before it was destroyed. I was chosen to go. Solo investigation. 6 hours. Midnight to 6 a.m. Halloween night. I arrived at 11:30 p.m. The building was massive. Gothic architecture. Red brick. Multiple wings spreading out from a central hub. Most windows were broken. Graffiti covered the walls. It had been abandoned for 25 years. I entered through the main entrance. The lobby was in ruins. Collapsed ceiling. Debris everywhere, but structurally sound enough to explore safely. I had my equipment: EMF meter, digital recorder, infrared camera, flashlight. I was ready. I started on the first floor. Old administrative offices, reception area, security rooms. I took readings. EMF normal, temperature normal, no unusual activity. I recorded audio, asked questions, waited for responses. Nothing. Second floor. Patient wards. Long hallways lined with small rooms. Beds still in some. Restraints on walls. Padded cells with torn padding. I spent 2 hours here. Photographing. Recording. Some EMF spikes. Some cold spots. But nothing definitive. At 2 a.m., I went to the 3rd floor. The violent ward, where they kept the most dangerous patients. The ones who hurt themselves. Hurt others. The ones who never got better. Only worse. The 3rd floor felt different. Colder. More oppressive. The air was heavier. Harder to breathe. My EMF meter started acting strange. Spiking randomly. My recorder kept cutting out. Technical difficulties. I walked down the main corridor. Rooms on both sides. Most doors were missing. Some hung crooked on broken hinges. I checked each room. Empty. Destroyed. Graffiti covering every surface. Nothing paranormal. Just decay. At the end of the corridor was a communal bathroom. Door closed. I tried the handle. Stuck. I pushed harder. The door opened with a loud creak that echoed down the hallway. The bathroom was larger than I expected. 6 sinks on the left wall. 4 toilet stalls on the right. 2 shower stalls in the back. Everything was broken, rusted, destroyed by time and vandals. I stepped inside. My EMF meter immediately spiked. Maximum reading. Something was generating a huge electromagnetic field. I swept the room. The reading stayed maxed out. Everywhere. The entire bathroom was saturated with EMF. I pulled out my recorder. This is Sarah Chen. October 31st, 2:14 a.m. 3rd floor bathroom. EMF reading maxed. If there's anyone here who wants to communicate, I'm listening. I waited. Silence. Just dripping water somewhere. I looked around. One of the sinks had water dripping from the faucet. Impossible. The water had been shut off decades ago. But there it was. Drip. 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 Slow. Steady. I approached the sink. Placed my hand under the drip. Cold water. Real water. I tried the faucet. Rusted solid. Couldn't move it. But water kept dripping. I took photos. This was unusual. Worth documenting. That's when my camera died. Screen went black. Battery dead. But I charged it fully. It should last 6 hours. I'd only used it for 2. I tried to turn it back on. Nothing. I pulled out my phone for backup photos. It was off. Completely dead. Also fully charged before I entered. This was bad. Both devices dying simultaneously. That didn't happen naturally. I still had my flashlight and my EMF meter, though the meter was still maxed out. Useless for readings. I decided to do an EVP session. Electronic voice phenomenon. Sometimes spirits communicate through audio recordings. I turned on my recorder, held it up. If you can hear me, please say something. Knock. Make a sound. Let me know you're here. I waited 30 seconds. Silence. I tried again. I'm not here to hurt you. I just want to understand. To document your story. Please communicate. That's when I heard it. A sound from one of the stalls. A scraping. Like fingernails on metal. Slow. Deliberate. Coming from the last stall. I pointed my flashlight at it. The door was closed. Hello? Is someone there? The scraping stopped. Silence. Then a bang. Loud. Like someone kicking the door from inside. I jumped. My heart raced. But I'm a professional. I don't run. I investigate. I walk to the stall. I'm going to open this door. Please don't be alarmed. I reached for the door. The metal was ice cold. Painfully cold. Like touching dry ice. But I pulled anyway. The door swung open. Empty. Just a broken toilet. Graffiti on the walls. But the smell. God, the smell. Rot. Decay. Death. So strong I gagged. I covered my nose. Stepped back. And the door slammed shut. On its own. Hard. The bang echoed through the bathroom. Then the next stall. Its door slammed. Then the next. And the next. All 4 doors slamming in sequence. Bang. 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 I backed away. My flashlight flickered. No. Not now. I needed light. The flashlight died. Complete darkness. The bathroom had no windows. No external light. I couldn't see anything. I stood still. Listening. My breathing. My heartbeat. And something else. Breathing. Not mine. Coming from the stalls. Multiple sources. Multiple people breathing. Heavy. Labored. Wet. Who's there? My voice shook. This isn't funny. The breathing got louder. Closer. I could hear movement. Footsteps. Multiple people. Moving in the darkness. Surrounding me. I felt something brush against me. Fabric. Rough. Like institutional clothing. I swung my arm. Hit nothing. But I felt it. Something there. Invisible. Solid. My flashlight flickered back on. For just a second. Long enough to see. And I wish it hadn't. They were there. 5 of them. Patients. Hospital gowns. Filthy. Torn. Standing in a circle around me. Faces pale. Eyes sunken. Mouths hanging open. Staring. Not moving. Just standing. Watching. The light died again. Darkness. But I could still feel them. Closer now. I could smell them. That rot smell. That death smell. And I could feel their breath. On my face. My neck. My hands. Cold. Wet. Wrong. I ran. Didn't think. Just ran. Toward where I remembered the door being. I hit the wall. Wrong direction. Turned. Ran again. Hit a sink. Pain shot through my hip. Turned again. Found the door. Grabbed the handle. Pulled. Locked. The door was locked. From the outside. Impossible. I'd come through it minutes ago. It hadn't locked. I pounded on the door. Help. Someone. I'm trapped. Nobody would hear. Nobody was there. I was alone. Except I wasn't alone. They were still there. In the darkness. I could feel them. Pressing closer. Touching me. Cold hands. Too many hands. On my arms. My back. My shoulders. Gripping. Pulling. If you're enjoying this story, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more accounts like this one. And tell me in the comments what story you want to hear next. I screamed. Fought. Swung blindly. My fist connected with something. Soft. Yielding. Like rotten fruit. The hands released. I fell forward against the door. And it opened. Just like that. No longer locked. I fell through into the hallway. The door slammed behind me. I scrambled to my feet. My flashlight turned back on. Automatic. Like nothing had been wrong. I pointed it at the bathroom door. Closed. Silent. Nothing moving. I didn't wait. I ran. Down the corridor. To the stairs. Down 3 flights. Through the lobby. Out the main entrance. I ran until I reached my car. Got in. Locked the doors. Sat there shaking. My phone turned on. Battery at 70%. Like it had never died. My camera too. Working fine. All my photos intact. Except the ones from the bathroom. Those were gone. Every single one. Corrupted files. But my audio recorder had kept running. Through everything. I didn't listen to it that night. Couldn't. Went home. Tried to sleep. Failed. The next day, I finally played it back. Most of it was just ambient sound. My questions. Silence. But at 2:23 a.m., right when the stall doors started slamming, the recorder caught something. Voices. Multiple voices. Whispering. Overlapping. I couldn't make out individual words, but the tone was clear. Angry. Hungry. Desperate. And at 2:27, right when I was trapped, when I was in complete darkness, the recorder caught something else. My own voice. But I wasn't speaking then. I was silent, trying to hear, trying to understand where I was. But on the recording, my voice was there, saying something I never said, something I would never say, over and over, like a loop, like I was stuck, like I couldn't stop. Help me. I can't get out. Please. Someone. Help me. I can't get out. Please. I deleted the recording, destroyed the recorder, never investigated again, because I realized something that night. Something terrifying. I researched Danvers afterward. That bathroom. 3rd floor. In 1967, 5 patients died there. All at once. They'd been locked in during a fire in another wing. The staff evacuated everyone, but they forgot about the bathroom. About the 5 patients inside. The violent ones. The dangerous ones. The ones nobody wanted to deal with. The patients pounded on the door. Screamed. Begged. Smoke filled the bathroom. They couldn't escape. The door was locked. From outside. By the time someone remembered them, it was too late. All 5 dead. Smoke inhalation. Trapped. Forgotten. This is my true account of what happened at Danvers State Hospital. The building was demolished in 2007, turned into luxury apartments. People live there now, on that land, maybe even where that bathroom used to be. I wonder if they hear it sometimes. The pounding, the screaming, the begging. I wonder if they smell it. That rot, that death. I wonder if they feel it. Those hands, reaching out, trying to grab, trying to hold, trying to never be forgotten again. If you ever visit Danvers, if you see the apartments there, remember what used to stand on that ground. Remember the 5 who died in that bathroom. Remember they're still there, still trapped, still waiting for someone to hear them, someone to help them, someone to stay. And if you ever feel cold hands in the darkness, if you ever smell death where nothing dead should be, run. Don't look back, because some people died alone, and they don't want to be alone anymore.